Fix your lash, baby. What? What? Listen, the lash gonna lash. It is what it is right now. That mean I got to step away from this camera to fix my lash. People all up in my face. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all, cause this lash about to come off. But hold on. Hold on, y'all. Ugh. I gotta go fix my lash. Hold on. But let me get everybody online, on board. Hold it. People all on the face. Now I'm back. Now I'm back, y'all. I had to go fix my lash. Thank you for the person that saved my lash, cause baby, I wasn't paying attention to no lash. I was trying to get everyone on here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, LaWanda. Your girl, I had a lash malfunction. I had to go get it right. I had to go get my lash. Thank you, baby. Whoever saw my lash, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome in. I had my lash was malfunctioning, y'all. I had to go get my lash right. But today's topic is who raised you. Listen, come on in, come on in, come on in. I don't know what's going on with my gift gallery. It's tripping today. I don't know what's going on with my gift gallery. I really don't. Update. Can I pin this? Pin, go live. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on my YouTube right now. But good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today's topic is who raised you. But before we get started, hold on, we ain't even got started with our live yet. Trying to battle me. Before we get started, let me give out my disclaimers. And I'm so serious. Thank you, Lady T. Monique Love was in here. I don't know what happened if she stepped out or what. My girl was in here. But listen, let me give out my disclaimers real quick. Because today we're not playing with the foolishness. Today's topic is who raised you. But before we get started with that, I need y'all to know something. First of all, join my live at your own risk. Join my live at your own risk. You don't have to be here. Nobody's making you be here. If you don't like the way I look, you don't like the way I sound, you don't like the fact that I got this bonnet on, I got my hair wrapped up today. You don't like that I'm a woman of color. If you don't like none of these things, you ain't got a bad mouth me. I just had my lash coming off and somebody, I don't know if they were trying to be funny or what, they just let me know my lash was acting up. I stepped away. I'm grateful for that. But you don't have to tell me that I'm large, I don't got no neck, I'm dark. You don't have to call me out my name. You can just not watch my live. You don't have to be here. At your own risk. Join my live at your own risk. I'm saved in real life. I'm not just saved for the internet. Like I don't do this stuff that we do on the internet and then he acting a certain type of way. No, I'm saved in real life. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, baptized, believing, tongue talking, hand clapping, foot stomping. I'm saved in real life. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. While you on my live, if you are mad, angry, you prayed about something, it didn't come to pass. If you are angry with God or you are an atheist, this is not a live for you. This is not a live for you because you might be upset with me because I will talk about God if I want to. I will go to scripture if I want to. I get to praying for somebody on my live if I want to. I will get to speaking in tongue in my live if I want to. This is my live. You might not agree with nothing that I got to say. You might want to debate me, go back and forth with me. I'll let you have it a time or two. But eventually, I'm going to tell you, listen, cut it. You will not take over my live. You will not disrespect me or nobody else on my live. Let's refrain back to the first thing I said. Let's go back to the first thing I said. Join my live at your own risk. And if you are some of my students and you're being disrespectful, today you will be blocked and not be allowed back on my live after today. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing these disrespectful, childish games. If you're going to act mature and watch me, I'm an educator and some of my students find me. But today I'm just not in the mood to play their childish games. So when I see them being childish in my live today, I'm blocking them. And they're not going to be allowed to be back on my lives. I'm not doing it. I don't feel like it because I don't have to. I like talking to adults. I don't like talking to simple-minded people. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. What is that? I don't like talking to simple-minded people. I don't like talking to people that wear their emotions on their sleeves. And if you're the type of person that you don't want nobody telling you what to do, you don't want nobody telling you nothing about you, you are perfect the way you are, and you refuse to let somebody that got a hat on with a scarf tied on their head tell you anything about you, because how would I know? I ask when you come in my live that you support my live. I ask that you tap the screen. I ask that you share it out. I ask that you throw a gift or two. That pushes me out to the FYP. You're not paying none of my bills. This morning, I ain't have to give out all these disclaimers, and I had 11,000 people on my live this morning. The numbers don't always speak for itself. Either they stayed, they came through, but 11,000 people tapped in to my live this morning. You understand me? So, if you think that you're going to come on my live and disrupt my live and think I feel some type of way because you're going to be blessed and blocked, that part. You're going to be in my morning live and I just be walking and talking. You will be blessed and blocked today. In the afternoon, I invite YouTube and Facebook on. If you are on my Facebook, I do ask that you support, tap the screen. I ask that you send hearts, send smiley faces, send something. Click the star button and support the live. YouTube. Y'all make sure you are thumbing up and make sure y'all are sending a gift. Y'all can send dollar gifts. It ain't gonna a dollar. You use a dollar for any and everything. Support the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you come in my live, I ask that you be mindful. I ask that you be mindful. That's what I ask. I ask you to be mindful and respectful. And I'm gonna say this. I'm never gonna water down what I'm saying to fit your narrative. I'm never gonna say something that, oh, I need to change it because it hurts your feelings. I'm never gonna stop the way I'm talking, the way I deliver my message. It might not be to your liking. I may not articulate my words how you may want me to articulate them because this is my life. I don't think I know everything. I'm one of the realest live hosts you're gonna come across. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, and I'm not to pacify your feelings. If you can't take the truth, please don't come on this live because I will go down your rabbit hole, and I don't even know you, but I will get you together just because, and not because I want to harm you, because I love you and I want to see you do good. You understand me? And sometimes that requires somebody to get you uncomfortable in order to make you comfortable. And some people don't like to be uncomfortable. They want to be comfortable all the time. Welcome in, welcome in. If you don't mind, hey, Nia, welcome back, Nia. I'm glad you came back a second time. Nia, could you put in the chat today's topic, who raised you? I used to have certain people that came to my YouTube and they helped me block. I need somebody else blocking people that's getting out of line, being disrespectful. Every time I get somebody on YouTube or Facebook, they don't show back up. I don't know what's going on. I just need somebody to be on my YouTube that can block when they be rude, when they be disrespectful. I gotta get me a mod. Today's topic is who raised you. With all that being said, we're going to get ready to get started. Y'all, it's hard down raining, but the sun out. That ain't always a good thing. I don't like that. It's hard down raining outside and the sun is out, so that means it's going to get extra hot in a little bit. But listen, come on in here. Let's talk about this. Listen, we're going to get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins, Lord Jesus. I come to you humbly. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over my home, over the airways, over my husband, over my son. Lord, I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, I ask that you close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Anybody not sent by you, I ask that you deter them away from this live that's going to cause this live to go a different direction because they got so much to say. Have thy own way. In Jesus' name, amen. Come out. Come out. I got to find somebody to get on YouTube and block because some of the stuff that they're trying to say, I'm going to have to be watching and blocking. Today's topic is who raised you? Skip. I don't trust you like that. I need a mod to go over there. But listen, today I came across a post. No, that's okay, Skip. I came across a video. Hey Joy, welcome in. Good afternoon. Make sure y'all tap in the screen. I came across a video this afternoon. Of a young man exposing or talking about the things that his family has done to him, the way his family, the stuff that the things that his mom was doing, and from what it sounds like, she was dealing with some of the celebrities, and she was doing some things. She was doing he was saying some things that she was doing while raising him, and then for some reason I didn't really listen to all the videos, but the ones I listened to, from what I gathered from it, he was raised by his dad and his stepmom, and his stepmom and dad mistreated him allegedly his stepmom and dad took the child support and used it and left them in a basement, allegedly. And now he's gone viral because he's talking about the things that his mom, dad, step parents did, just talking about his grandma, just like going through a whole slew full of people that has raised him, provided for him, kept him. And the things that he's saying, it ain't nothing nice. He ain't put no hashtag. He put a picture of his mom up. But as I listen to the videos, welcome in DJ Mr. Do the Most. When I listen to some of his videos, welcome in Trill Boy, I was just flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted at the fact that he sat on social media. But we all know this generation right here, y'all, this generation is something else. One thing I like about this generation of children that's under me, that they will stand and they will fight for something. That's one of the things I like about this generation. But my thing is, today's topic, who raised you? I'm not saying the treatment that he allegedly said that he received was good, but I'm trying to figure out when he's getting the clout, I read some of the comments, and of course, I know it got to be some people his age or younger that will be clapping and cheering him on to put more and more and more of his business on social media. I'm just confused on who raised some of this generation, because at the end of the day, being a parent is a full-time job. Being a parent is why are you listening to me? Be a loud lady. You ask me, why am I loud? I'm asking you, why are you listening to me? Be a loud lady. Why are you listening to me? You feel what I'm saying? If I'm too loud for you, why would you listen to somebody that's loud? You don't even got to ask no question. You can just exit. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, today's topic is who raised you? The young man that the video I'm talking about, he went from a few hundred followers and comments to every video, and he didn't rest. He went on, he made video after video, live after live, talking about his mama, the things she did with her body, how she made money, the things his daddy did, the things his stepmama did. He proceeds to say his daddy reached out to him and told him, asked him to take the videos down. But this is my question. You think anybody that thinks being a parent is a position that you sign up for, and certain days when you don't want to do it, you can walk away. Let my grown people come to the front. Let the adults, not simple-minded, let my real people come to the front that understands being a parent, there's no manual. There's not one book written in this day and age that can tell you about being a parent. There's no book that tells you that when you become a parent that you won't make mistakes. There's no book, no manual that tells you that when you are a parent, you will get paid, but they don't tell you there are going to be times where you're going to be underpaid, underappreciated. You're never going to get a thank you. You're going to be tired. You're going to be frustrated. There are going to be times where you want to walk away. There are going to be times when you want to throw your hands up. There are going to be times where you're going to have to make decisions, and some of them decisions it's going to be a debate. Rather do right, do wrong, feed my children, or feed myself. And sometimes some parents are in certain positions. They have to do things in order to make sure you keep a roof over your head. I'm trying to figure out who raised some of these kids. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you as a parent raise some of these kids and give them everything, not all of them, but some of them grow up to be arrogant. Some of them grow up to be disrespectful. Some of them grow up to put all your business on social media for clout. Because what other reason would you need to tell the whole United States of America that your mama was with this celebrity, your mama was with that celebrity, your mama was an H, your daddy did this, you being rude, you telling all the dirty little secrets. And see, what people don't tell you about social media will turn to you. Social media will turn on you. Social media will be your friend today, and they will flip the script, and they will be against you tomorrow. It feels good for a moment. You understand me? It does. For some reason, this generation got a lot of pressure on their chest, and social media has given them an out, and social media has allowed them to get on here. Social media has allowed them to get on social media and spread all the business, and they eat it up, and you have thousands, sometimes millions, and you go viral because you talk about your mama, you talk about your daddy, you talk about your grandma, you talk about your upbringing. And let me tell you something. You got to remember, when the smoke screen clears, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, them be the only people still standing in your corner, but you don't went and you don't talk about them like a dog just so you can get a click, just so you can go viral. And then the young man proceeds to say, oh, I didn't do this to go viral. Tell me, what other reason did you get on social media? What other reason did you get on social media and talk about your mama and your daddy and your grandma in that manner? This is why I say, this morning I was talking, now you mad. Now you're mad because some parents tend to forget that these children will grow up, and I've always been saying it. One thing about these kids in this generation, they will remind you on the things that you've lacked. Where my older people at? I got some older people. I'm 46, and I know I got some older people my age and older than me. If we sat down on social media and told our story, we are guaranteed to go viral. I'm talking about my older people. You understand it? You understand me? Where my older people at? If my older people got on social media and told the truth about how our parents raised us. She's 72, 65. Tell me I ain't lying. If you at 72, you at 65, you at 54, got on social media and told your family business, tell me you wouldn't go viral, because some of the things that you some of the things that you've been through in your lifetime is a book story, and a lot of people wouldn't even understand it because they will be like, you went through that? And no, I am not saying that we as parents or our parents didn't make no mistake. But my thing is, if you think telling your parent, talking about your mama because she made some mistakes, as if you not gonna make no mistakes as this generation, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. Right now, everybody want to record everything. Everybody, oh, thank you. Everybody want to record everything. Everybody want to post stuff on social media. And everybody want to be famous. They want to go viral. Everything ain't for social media. That part. Everything ain't for social media. But see, this is why, as a parent, you got to be mindful of the things that you allow your kids to be around. What the word I'm saying? You got to be mindful of the environment that your child is around. Because this generation right here, they will turn on you for some clicks. They will turn on you for some likes. They will turn on you to go viral. When in this lifetime, we all make mistakes. For some reason, this generation forget they make mistakes. For some reason, this generation, all they live for is going viral and somebody talking about a video that they're only going to talk about for a little while. Because that too shall pass. The sacrifices that some mothers make, I'm going to go here first. Some of this generation, these children will never understand it. Some of the sacrifices and some of the things some of the mothers have had to do raising us, I know I wouldn't understand, but I know I'm not in a position to judge my mother. I'm not. I was raised in a single parent household. I don't know what it's like for my father to walk through that door. I don't know what it's like for my father and my mother to sit at the table to try to come up with a solution when times get hard. I'm used to my mom. I witnessed my mom sit at the table and try to figure out how to feed us, how to clothe us, how to make sure we went to school, how to make sure we kept a roof over our head, how to make sure we had lights and water. That's what I witnessed. And for me to ever think to get on social media and spray my mama because she said something, because she did something that I didn't like, is so beneath me. I would never. You understand me? I don't care how mad she make me. My mama is human and she makes mistakes. My mom is human and she make me mad. But I would never get on social media and bash my mama for no clicks, for no likes, for not a dime on social media. Because it ain't never that serious for me. We sit around here and we tend to think that we raising the best children in the world. And soon as some of these children grow up, they turn on you just as quick as they get a click or a like on social media. But see, some parents be in denial. Excuse me. Now, I just said my mama raised me as a single parent. My daddy was never around. My daddy was an absent parent. But I would never get on social media and bash my daddy because he was not in my life. I wouldn't get on social media and bash my daddy because I want to go viral. I would rather have a conversation in person. We can cry behind closed doors and I can tell him how I feel before I get on social media for people that I don't even know, that people ain't going to have my back, people that ain't going to be there for me if I get into jail, people that when I click off social media don't pay me no mind. You understand me? We sit around here as parents and assume we are raising the next Barack Obama. No, baby, you're not raising Barack Obama. Some of y'all raising Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Some of y'all raising Ron DeSantis. Some of y'all raising them type of children. You don't know who you raising. You don't know who's in your house. You don't know how angry or how far some of these children will go in order to expose you in order to become famous. My question is, who raised you? Because y'all do know the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I came across a video as well as The lady was young, a woman was talking about her daughter that she ain't talked to in 2 years. She was talking about how her daughter is disrespectful, how her daughter talk about everybody in the family, how her daughter don't disrespect her. And she said, I won't never talk to my daughter again. See, we tend to forget that there's a scripture in the Bible, and it says the devil has come through the window. He's come through the window. And baby, when I tell you he's come through the window and this generation ain't failed us yet. Come here, this is for my older people today. This is for my older go. This is for my grown-ups today. This generation ain't failed us yet. This generation right here has shown us exactly what their words say. You hear what I say? Hold on. Adults are failing their children. Hey, Lord Jesus, let me tell you something. I don't care if it's the president, the principal, the CEO. I don't care if it's the doctor. I don't care if it's the lawyer. I don't care if it's the preacher. I don't care if it's the teacher. I don't care what position an adult is in. And they're held to different accounts. I don't care if it's the police officer. Everybody I just named is human. See, what the problem is, we've gotten so far away from children, honor thy mother and honor thy father. We've gotten so far away from that. But I don't really blame the children. I blame some of these parents. Because when you refuse to parent your child at home, it shows in the streets. It shows now on social media. It shows when they're at school. It shows when they're in the stores. It shows when they standing in front of the judge. When you as a parent refuse to parent your child at home, when they grow up, they lose all respect for you. They lose all accountability. They feel like they're grown. They feel like they can say what they want to say. And I'm not saying that some parents don't do things that will make you, once again, my older people, my older people would tell you it's some things that they parents did that'll have your mouth dropped if they posted it or they talked about it. But that still didn't give them no right to discredit them as a parent. It still didn't give them a right to discredit them. You understand me? But when you as a parent refuse to parent your children, and then you won't let nobody else parent them, you don't parent them, and you refuse to let somebody else parent them. And then you get in a situation where the law, you can't stop the law from parenting them. When they cross certain lines and you've been holding their hand, allowing them to say what they want to say and do what they want to do because you feel like they got a voice, it shows. When you ain't never disciplined your child, you ain't never told them no. Parents make mistakes all the time. Do I think kids deserve an apology? I do. I think kids deserve one good apology when they get up in age, old enough to comprehend the things that done went down. I feel like children deserve one good apology. You hear what I say? I feel like children, I'm going to say it again. Children deserve one good apology. Because as a parent, you're going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes. If I can go back and be a different parent when I first started having children, like I am right now, I would go back and I would fix it. But we can't. 2 Timothy 3:2. If I could go back and become a different parent after making so many mistakes, I would. Some of y'all scared of y'all own children, and it shows. Some of y'all let y'all children run y'all house, and it shows. Some of y'all let y'all children disrespect either the mama or the daddy or the grandma, and it shows. Some of y'all children don't know not one vowel in no. They don't know the word no. All they know is, I'm going to tell my parents I want it, and I'm going to get it. And then as soon as you do start trying to parent and you tell these kids no, some of these kids get so disrespectful. And I'm going to say this, and I keep saying it. Some kids think that their parents are always wrong. Well, you keep living as a child, and when you grow up and make mistakes, I'm going to need you to have that same attitude that you felt and not give yourself grace and not ask for grace when you make a mistake, when you become an adult. This generation will not give any grace to their parents because social media has given them an out that they think they should take. Let me get on here and bash my mama. Let me get on here and bash my daddy. Let me get on here and bash my grandma. Where my grown men at? I'm talking about my grown men. Do I got any grown men? There are some grown men that love the mess out their grandma. I ain't even gonna say mama. There are some grown men, baby. When I say they love their grandma down. They love their grandma more than they love their mama. You hear what I say? Some grown men love their grandma. You understand that? Love their grandma down. Love their grandma down. They love to mess out their grandma. And they refuse to let anybody talk to her any kind of way, mistreat her. They love their grandma. But this younger generation, they're going to talk about the mama, they're going to talk about the grandma, and they're going to talk about the daddy. Who raised some of y'all? Who told y'all parents was the worst parents in the world? Somebody, come out, young people, come to the front. Who told you that? That's just like in the Bible when God asked Adam and Eve, who told y'all was naked? Who told y'all was not clothed? You hear what I say? Who told y'all wasn't clothed? What scripture that is in the Bible? When God asked Adam and Eve, who told y'all was naked? Because I want to know who told this younger generation that their parents was god awful. Who told y'all that? Who made you believe that your parents was the worst parents in the world? Who told y'all that? Because I need y'all to come to the front, because I am highly disappointed in this generation today. But that part, awesome, that part. My thing is, Genesis 3:1, the Lord asks Adam and Eve, who told y'all was naked? Social media has given these kids the thought that struggling is the worst thing that could happen. Struggling in 2026 is not the worst thing versus struggling in 1906, 1926, 1956. Struggling in 2026 is not the worst thing before the proclamation and passation. I can't even say it right now. Before it was signed in law, before they knew they was free. Now that's the worst time to struggle. But Our kids think it is the worst thing. Approximation, anticipation. I can't even say it right now. This generation think life is so hard, life is so bad. How about you walk a day in the shoes where you wasn't able to even speak? How about you walk in the shoes where you wasn't even able to think for yourself? How about you as a young generation go work in either the outhouse, out in the fields, or work in the in-house in the kitchen? So the very next time the young generation really think that they're having a hard time, I'm going to need them to go back. I wish we had a time machine. Proclamation. The proclamation. I can't say that second one right now. Emancipation. Proclamation, emancipation. The proclamation. I had it. But I'm thinking about it. I'm overthinking it, y'all. I'm overthinking it. But y'all understand what I'm talking about. Which year? Which year was that? Somebody get me the year. Emancipation. Somebody get me the year. 1863. But this generation have the audacity to assume that the hardest time in their life is when they can't get what they want. They can't say what they want. They can't run the house. They can't be disrespectful. But you think the hardest time in your life is when you can't get Starbucks. You think the hardest time in your life is when you can't get J's. You think the hardest time is have your way. 1863. That part. Proclamation, answer, take that. Before 1863, your ancestors, and this ain't got nothing to do with race. It was only one race that had all the power before 1863. And they got the audacity to disrespect their mothers that made sacrifices and a whole lot of bad choices. Yes, she made some bad choices. Yes, she did some things, but that still don't mean disrespect your mother. That still don't give you the right to disrespect your father. That still don't give you the right to disrespect your grandma. But this is why I say I don't just blame the kids. I blame some of y'all parents. Because I double dog wish and one of my kids disrespect my mother. I don't have a grandma. I don't have any granddads. Like all my grandparents are gone on to glory. So I ain't got to worry about that. But I wish I laid out and dreamed that one of my kids disrespected my mama. You hear what I say? If I laid out and dreamed they disrespected my mama. You understand? See, the difference between some parents and other parents, some parents ain't scared of their children. Some parents scared of their children. Some parents scared of their children because they ain't never disciplined them. Listen. Let me tell you something. See what I'm saying? So, listen, this generation of kids, I'm going to say it again. In the Bible, God asked Adam and Eve, who told you that you were naked? How do you know to hide yourself? Who told you was naked? Because when he created them, he never even told them they were naked. Who told you that? And that's my question to this generation. Who told you that it was okay to disrespect your parents? Who said that? But when you are not parenting your kids, but you just raising them, you know, it's a difference when you raising and you you're raising and you're parenting. Because when you are parenting your kids, you have to tell them no sometimes. You got to let them be mad. You got to let them go without. You got to tell them they can't go. You got to tell them they're not going to do that. You got to tell them they was wrong. You got to tell them they right. You got to tell them that you disappointed. You got to tell them that you proud of them. When you are parenting, like, I'm serious. Like, hard down in the gutter parenting. You got to do it with tears in your eyes sometimes when they want something so bad and you can't afford to give it to them. You got to do it as a parent. You tell them, I can't afford that, and go on about your business. That part. They don't make them like you no more. You got when you are whole hardcore down to the marrow of the bone parenting, you know what that look like? You know what parenting look like when you hardcore down to the marrow, getting to the gristle or something. You know what that look like? That looks like you making hard decisions that's gonna be your best decision. Have you ever had to uproot your children? You feel what I'm saying? And it's the hardest thing to take them from their friends, to take them from their family, to take them from something that's familiar. But you know the job that you're going to get, the environment you're going to put them in, it's going to be better for everybody. And as a parent, you get that lump in your throat because you know your kids are disappointed because you taking them away from everything they know, but it's the best decision that was it's gonna help them, it's gonna benefit them, and you really don't want to do it. But when you are a parent, you look out for your kids till you can't look out for them no more. You make the best decision that's gonna benefit them in the long run, not what's gonna benefit them right now, even when it don't feel good, even when they mad with you, even when they don't talk to you, you still gonna get them that tough love because you know this gonna hurt a little bit. Oh, this gonna hurt. This gonna sting a little bit. It gonna sting. It gonna break your heart. You're gonna be disappointed, but you will live because you're gonna appreciate that I made this decision for you. That's when you a parent. But when you around here trying to please your children, oh, she's upset, he's upset. Have y'all ever went to the stores and y'all seen the kids in the stores and they kicking and they screaming and the parents standing over them talking about, oh, she's upset because she needs a nap. Oh, he's upset because he needs a nap. And that child is kicking and she's screaming. They screaming. They telling the parents, I don't like you because I want it. Why I can't have it? They don't have a temper tantrum in the stove. Then you standing there. Now that parent is embarrassed. But you walk by and you looking at them. You looking at them. That part. You looking at them because you trying to see how they finna handle this. And you're not looking at them because you finna call children and family. You looking at them because you saying, I'm finna see how she finna handle this. Because in your mind, you would have snatched them off that floor so fast and took them to that darn car and tore that behind up. Because if you don't handle that situation, your child kicking and screaming, listen to me, parents. If you as a parent don't handle it and don't get no control of your child at 4 or 5 years old, you are raising a monster. You creating one. Because now that child knows all they got to do is kick, all they got to do is scream, and you're going to give in to them because you feel like this is what you're supposed to do as a parent. Where my old school parents at? Come out. Where my older women that was just on here, older men and women? Where y'all at? Where my 72, 56, 65? Where y'all at? Come here. Come here, back me up. Because, baby, them old school parents, they gonna tear your behind up right there in that store. You understand me? Tell me I'm lying. Old school 70, 65, 70, 60, they will tear your behind up right in the store. They'll tear your behind up right there in that store. They're not allowing now 5-year-old to kick them, tell them they don't like them, tell them that they want it after you told them no. Because first of all, come here. First of all, that them old school parents gave you a whole list before you got in that store. First thing they said, when we go in this store, don't you ask for nothing. Don't you touch nothing. Don't you beg for nothing. Don't you steal nothing. Don't even look at nothing. We going in this store. I'm going to get what I'm going to get, and I'm going to be out. Y'all, where my old school older people at that understand what I just said. Before they even get you in the store, mama got a slew foot of a whole line. She said, I'm 64, 7 kids, and I don't play. I'm here to be that part. That part. Not here to be your friend. Old school parents ain't here to play no games. They ain't here. They're not built like these young parents. You hear what I say? Your child telling you what they gonna eat. Come out, old school, old school. This old school today, old school. Ain't no way you gonna cook no meal on no stove and your kids nowadays gonna tell you, back in the days, they gonna tell you, I don't want that. Old school parents ain't finna cook you no chicken wings, ain't finna cook you no pizza, ain't finna go buy you nothing. What's on that stove? If you don't eat, baby, you don't eat. What's in that kitchen? If you don't eat, you don't eat. Now this new generation of parents, that part. This new generation, go to bed. This new generation, their kids tell them, I don't want that. Oh, they cook something else. Everybody get something different. Oh, we're going to go down here to Burger King. Or they don't want me to cook nothing. See, it's a difference between the generation now that's parents and a generation back in the day. You understand me? When you give birth to a child, you know you give up the rights of you. You got to start managing your child. You become the authority figure over your child. You the one tell your kids what to do, how to do it, and dare them to back talk. Back in the days, good afternoon. Back in the days, the grandparents, the older women, the older generation, if they thought they heard you say something under your breath, they back you up. They back you all the way up. They tell you, come here, because I thought I had heard you say something under your breath. That's old school. You know what new school do? They text their kids. They text them, did you say something under your breath? Baby, old school would have kicked that door off the hinges. Like, where my old school at? I need y'all to back me up. Old school parents, baby, you weren't going to breathe too hard. Old school parents will whoop you and dare you to cry. Where my old school at? Old school parents will whoop you and dare you to cry. They'll whoop you and say, and dry them tears. You hear what I'm saying? They'll whoop you and you be doing this. That's all you can do. You hear what I say? But we've gotten so far away from it. Back in the days, we couldn't call an adult a liar. The first thing, the first thing, you calling me a liar? You be like, I'm not calling you a liar, but that's not correct. That ain't, you couldn't even, it ain't no debating. When back in the days, what was said, period. That was it. It wasn't no back talk. It wasn't no back talk back in the days. See, we've gotten so far. We've gotten so far from parenting. Now, the generation that's being raised right now, they want to make a quick dollar. They want to be famous. They want to go viral. And they want everybody to agree with them. They want everybody to agree with them. It ain't no in between with this generation. They know everything. They right. You wrong. They've been here before. Oh, they've been here before. You hear what I say? They've been here before. They've been here before. You understand me? With this generation, it's hard to parent when you don't have two adults trying to parent. When you got one parent trying to parent and the other parent ain't on the same accord with you, it's hard. Because it's hard to tell your child they're not going to do something, and then they go ask the other parent, and the other parent say, don't worry about it, I got it, go ahead. Like, you ever been in a situation where the kids live in two different homes, they go to their daddy house is one way, and go to mama house is one way, and then when they come back to each house, they act in some type of way, and you got to remind them, this ain't your daddy house, and the daddy's got to remind them, this ain't your mama house. But when you got parents on the same accord, a child should never ever play one parent against another parent. Come out for y'all young parents that don't get it, and my older parents, they understand exactly what I'm saying. When you are a parent and you and your kids, dad or mom, however, whoever got the kids, it don't work out, y'all should never go against each other. Because kids are so wise. You understand me? They know how to play, or they feel like if I go to my daddy house, I can do this. Or if I go to my mama house, I can do this. But when you got two adult parents, two people that's adults, they know me and my son daddy, we are not best friends. We don't always agree. But if I call him and tell him his child, our son did something, he don't even need the whole story. He'll walk my son like a dog. Because he ain't the type of parent, me and him got the type of relationship that we're not going to allow one to play against the other, because that's not nothing but manipulation. And that's when the child feels like, oh, I can get over on the other parent. You understand me? That part. The word lie was a cuss word back in the days. There's the things that go on right now in this generation, the things that some parents let slide in this generation, and they don't want to hold themselves accountable. They want to, listen, when you a single parent, come out, when you a single parent, even if you mad at your kid's dad, let that man parent that child. That part. Let that man parent that child. I know sometimes you and your kid's dad, it ain't no peaches and cream. It ain't no lilies in the valley, rainbows and Skittles. It ain't none of that sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to get along or co-parent at times. The only way it's really hard if you still laying up with your baby daddy, y'all trying to creep around and be with each other on different levels. That's the only time it's hard to co-parent. Co-parenting can work with two adults. You cannot co-parent and still hunch on your baby daddy or baby mama. It ain't gonna work. Because the moment those lines are crossed, things get blurred. When those lines get crossed, the good cop, bad cop go out the window. Now, the first time y'all don't agree, oh, it's a big old blow up. Or the first time one of the parents feel like you doing a little less, it's a blow up. But when y'all are done creeping and sneaking and y'all say we just gonna be baby mama and baby daddy and raise these children, y'all can do it like no other. Because now these kids know if mama called daddy, come here, where my old school at? I don't know what this feel like, but I know some of y'all do. Some of y'all was raised with y'all daddy. What the kids or the people at that was raised when mama said, let me call your daddy. I'ma tell your daddy. What my parents, what my people that was raised when it said, when they was told, when mama said, let me call your daddy, or I'ma tell your daddy, or you thought if my daddy found out. You understand me? If you know what that feels like, that's what I'm saying. You got to stop not allowing these fathers to be a father. And I'm glad dude said he's a single father of two for 15 years, and nobody can tell him when to be a father and not to be a father. You understand me? Only hell or jail should stop you. Nothing should stop you. But what I'm talking about, we've gotten so far away from parenting. For y'all that just came on the live, my live today is who? I'm good. Today, this is my talk today. Today's live is who raised you? And the reason why that's my topic, thank you. Y'all support the live. The reason why that's my topic, because I came across a video where a young man went viral overnight for bashing his mama, daddy, and grandma. And social media has eaten it up and they've made it okay for him to be on there because this generation of kids, they feel like they want to they want to go viral, and it's something. But older people, like my older generation, we would never get on social media for a like, for a click, to go viral, for nothing on social media to talk about our parents. That's what I'm talking about. We would, us older people, I'm 46. I would never get on social media and talk about my mama. I don't care what my mama did, how she raised me, how hard it was, the things. I would never make a video to bash my mom. But this generation right here, they want to be famous. This generation right here, this generation want to be famous. They want to go viral. There are men that love their grandma and don't play the radio about their grandma. The older generation would never get on and bash their grandma. About grandma, some of these grown men will fall out with you about their grandma. Say something about their grandma. Some of them fall out with you about their granddaddy, but a lot of them fall out with you about their grandma. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm talking about, this generation is different. That part. See, Big Mama back in the days, come out old school, come out. Big Mama back in the days, Big Mama, that part. Back in the days when Big Mama existed, baby, Big Mama will make a grown man cry. Big Mama would, you couldn't walk in Big Mama house and then speak. You hear what I say? You couldn't walk in Big Mama house and then speak. You understand me? You couldn't walk in Big Mama house and speak. You walked in Big Mama house, And then Big Mama make you go back out that door. Big Mama tell you, wait a minute, hold on. You weren't going to Big Mama house telling Big Mama what she doing in her house. Back in the days, old school, we piled up in Big Mama house. We remember we used to have slumber parties, but I know not everybody, because some of y'all was raised in a perfect household. Y'all had upstairs, downstairs. Everybody had their own room, own bath. I was raised, we went to Big Mama, baby, we slept on the floor. We made pallets. We had a good time at Grandma's house. All my cousins, all of us was on the floor making pallets. That don't go on no more. That don't go on no more. Nowadays, you're not going to even buy your kids something that they don't like and they going to wear. This school shopping, back in the days, we got 2 weeks worth of clothes and 2 pair of shoes. A pair of black tennis shoes, black Reebok Classic, a pair of white shoes, a pair of white Reebok Classics. Nowadays, who? These kids want Jordans. They want Balenciagos. They want anything that costs a whole lot of money. And these parents will break their back to get it. Those days gone. That part. But see, this generation, I'm confused. Because just like in the Bible, God asked Adam and Eve, who told you you was naked? How did you know you were naked? So I asked this young generation, who told y'all that your parents was the worst thing in the world? Your upbringing was the worst thing in the world. Why do this generation thank you? Why does this generation feel like life is so bad when they don't get Starbucks? They can't get what they want. Why they think it's so bad when a parent raised their voice? Oh, that's abuse. Who told you that was abuse? Because Big Mama would get you together real quick and didn't care who didn't like it. Big Mama would wait for children and family to come there. Big Mama would have them sitting at the table telling them, explaining them why she whooped you like she did. But we've gotten so far away from that to the point where this generation of kids, all they want to do is record something, beg for something, be ungrateful about something. Not all kids. You understand me? Not everybody. But this generation, they will record something, put it on social media, and have half of the country bashing you, talking about you, saying you was bad, and they don't even know the whole story, the sacrifices that these people made. This boy, when I tell you, he walked his mama like a dog on social media, and he put post after post after post after post, and didn't sleep last night. That part. See, it's too many parents want to be friends with their kids. That they want to be their friends. Listen, it's a line drawn in the sand, in the sand. It's a line drawn in the sand about being a friend, about being a parent. The moment that you let your child cross that line and think that they're growner, older, wiser, they can say what they want to say. The moment you let your child cross that line, baby, back in the days, you wasn't allowed to sit in grown-up conversations. You wasn't allowed to make a decision in the house. That part. Baby, back in the days, the girls had to be home before the boys was home. They gave boys a little extra time because they knew the girls needed to be more protected. Now, the girls can go as long as the boys go. Things have changed back in the days. My brothers could stay out a little longer than I did. I had to be in at 10. They could be in at 11. That's just how it was. My mama had a grip on me. My mama had a grip. My mama had control over me. I'm 46 years old and I won't cuss around my mama. I'm 46. I'm still scared of my mama. And I'm 46 years old. I'm grown with a whole husband. I still won't disrespect my mama. My daddy wasn't around. I'm not going to disrespect him. I get mad. They made me mad now. But that don't mean I'm finna make a video about him. Because my daddy wasn't in my life growing up and I don't got his last name, that don't mean I'm finna make a video about him. I'm not finna do that. Back in the days, a lot of our parents was in survival mode. Not y'all parents, just some of us. A lot of our parents was in survival mode. A lot of our parents messed up our credit. They did. They did. Don't come on now. Where my honest people at? A lot of our parents messed up our credit. They did. They got all kind of stuff in our name. Lights, cable, water, phones, cars, credit cards. That part. Our parents messed up our credit because they were in survival mode. You understand me? But that don't mean I'm finna make a video about it. That don't mean I want to go viral that bad that I'm going to get on social media and say, oh, my mama did this. I'm not finna do it because it is not worth a click to drag my mama through the mud. It ain't worth the click to even drag my daddy through the mud. And it's definitely not worth going viral to drag my grandma through the mud. Now, we can talk about some things because a lot of our parents did some things that we look at now as parents and we try to figure out like, now, I'm a parent now, Mom. I see things a little different. But it don't mean disrespect them on social media. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. You hear what I say? It still don't mean, it don't give us the right. See, a lot of us was raised old school. A lot of us was raised old school. A lot of us still got that old school in us. It's some things that I went through as a child that my kids didn't go through because I fought like hell for them not to. It is some things. My mom was on drugs raising us. I ain't never did a drug a day in my life. You feel what I'm saying? There are some things that I went through in life that my kids are not exposed to. They've never experienced because as a parent, I didn't feel like they needed to be exposed to that. No. My daddy was not in my life until I got grown. I refused to allow my kids not to have their dads in their life because I knew what that felt like growing up because my daddy wasn't around. I knew what that felt like. So I refused to be that parent because of what I seen, because of how mad they made me. No matter what, at the end of the day, that's still their dad. Me and my kids' dad, I'm a boy mom. Boy mom. We had disagreements. We ain't get along. But at the end of the day, just like my mama, one thing my mama never allowed us to do, my mama never allowed us to disrespect my daddy. My mama, no matter how mad, and my daddy left my mama to struggle by herself. But my mama didn't teach us to be nasty to my dad, to disrespect my dad. She always taught us you still respect him because that's your dad. I know we've gotten away from all that. Yeah. Listen, that we didn't have a voice in certain things, but that's something else I allow my kids to do, but to a certain extent. Because see, back in the days, a lot of stuff was swept under the rug. Let's be clear on that. Let's not get the lines twisted. Back in the days, a lot of stuff was pushed under the rug. A lot of stuff a blind eye was turned to. Nowadays, you want your child to come to you. You have a relationship with your child. You talk to your kids more. You listen, because I listen. I do. I listen. Like I said, kids deserve apologies. One good apology, but you ain't got to apologize for the rest of their life because you made mistakes. Kids are allowed to say how they feel. Let's say that. Yeah, they're allowed to say how they feel. But after they tell you how they feel, after my kids tell me how they feel, now let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how I feel. I understand. You feel what I'm saying? I understand that you want to go hang out with your friends. I get it. Oh, Mom, you don't never let me do nothing. That part. Come here. Come on. Let's talk about the extent. You know how some kids tell their parents, you don't let me do nothing. I can't go nowhere. I'm always in the house. You keep a tight leash on me. I can't hang out with my friends. I can't go late nights. And listen, and we don't allow them to spend the night. My mama didn't allow us to spend the night with nobody if it ain't family or my daddy. There ain't no spending the night. You know, I can't do this. All my friends do that. Sometimes you save your kids' life when you protect them. I'm not saying don't let them do nothing. I'm saying don't let nobody else that tell you that you got to let these kids do this and do that because they let their kids. What works in your house don't work in my house. I don't care if everybody in America let their kids go to parties and hang out. If I say my child ain't going, my child ain't going, and that's the end of that. And not because I want to be a bad parent, because nowadays when you hear that young kids, they can't go to house parties no more. I know a lot of us went to house parties. Tell me, I'm 46. Where my old school at? How many house parties you went to and you needed a pew-pew to go to the house party? Tell me. When we grew up, we didn't think about no pew-pew. We thought about the boys that was going to be there. The boys thought about the girls that was going to be there. We thought about the dances we was going to do. We thought about how we get to hang out. We get to see our old friends. We get to do that. He said, I'm embarrassed, but I'm still in my kids' business. You feel what I'm saying? How many times you went to a kiddie party? We had parties at the park when I was a teenager. How many parties you went to? You understand? I'm talking about my old school. This new generation, I don't want my son at no party. I don't care where it's at, that he got to have a pew-pew. That part. He said, I'm 41. When you how many parties you went to growing up that you had to have a pew-pew? Excuse me. Block parties, everything. This generation is totally different. I'm going to protect my child. I'm protecting my kids as long as I can protect them. Because as soon as you untighten that leash, as soon as you untighten that leash, you give them an inch, they want to take a mile. I'm not saying that kids don't have a voice. Oh, baby, kids got a voice. I'm an educator. Excuse me. I'm a teacher. I teach high school English. I allow my kids to express themselves. I'm talking about they be mad, and oh, miss, why I gotta do this and why I gotta do that. And I allow them to express themselves. But my thing is, when you finish expressing yourself, I'm gonna express mine. When you finish, I'm gonna express mine. Thank you. I'm gonna express mine. But see, so much has changed over the years because social media has made these kids feel like everything that you've been teaching them, your rules, your regulations, they get on social media That part. A lot of these kids watch social media and see on social media, on these TV shows, these kids talk back. Have you ever watched a kiddie show? Like I'm saying, the teenage shows where they talking back to their parents, or you watch a movie and the kids talking back to their parents, and you know your kids watching. So the more your child watch that, now have you ever heard your kids sound like something off of TV, and you trying to figure out who household they in? Because this ain't no darn TV. You listening to that TV got you thinking that you can talk to me like that. You better get it together. You better get it together. Or have you ever watched your child become a different person when they start hanging with different crowds? I'm a high school English teacher. I've been doing this for a while. I've seen hold on, we're gonna talk about that. I've seen the most innocent, quiet child come to the high school from the middle school and come out they shell and become a whole different person. And the parents be home saying it's the school fault. It's the school fault. No, baby. When you shelter or over shelter your children and they ain't never been exposed to nothing, baby, high school is a whole nother jungle. I'm good. High school is a whole nother jungle. Now, mind you, your child in ninth grade exposed to seniors. High school is one jungle. College is a whole nother jungle. Somebody said something real. They say, parents, we can't take it personal when our kids give us some hard truths, just some I feel some parents can work on. One thing about our kids, they're going to remind us of what we didn't do, how hard we went, the things we said, all our failures, all our mistakes, and somewhere in there, they might give you a compliment. And as a parent of four, I got a 27-year-old, I got 24-year-olds, and I got almost a 16-year-old. I'm a boy mom. My 27-year-old and my 24-year-olds, like I said, they remind me sometimes, or when we did or when we didn't. They'll sit and have a whole conversation about my flaws. And being a parent to older kids and a young one, that's why I became a different parent to my 16-year-old. Because my older kids will tell me, Mom, you let him do things that we didn't get to do. And I tell them, because I am a different parent, I'm in a different place. I got a different mindset. I'm saved now. I don't talk to him the same way. Now, my 27-year-old, I was a cusser back then before I got saved. I cuss him out. I cuss all three. This one right here, I won't cuss out. I listen more before I jump. You know what I'm saying? When you got younger kids, your older kids, you was a different parent. We grow up, we mature, we become different people. We're not the same people. I hope parents are not the same people. You understand me? I hope. And kids will tell you the truth. And if you a parent, listen, you made some mistakes. You did some things. And it's okay to listen to your kids. But it ain't okay for you to allow your kids to run your house. It's not okay for your kids to think that they can talk to you in a different manner. Yes. That's not okay. Thank you, AK. Thank you, AK. That ain't what I'm talking about. Is We as parents, this generation is like, it's mind-boggling. When I get on social media, when I see when some kids get on social media and bash their parents. Now, YouTube, y'all ain't sent me $1 today. What's up, YouTube? Y'all ain't sent me $1 today. Support your live host, because I know I'm talking good. You understand me? We as people, we're human. And we deserve grace too. But some of these kids, you get on social media and talk about your mama, call your mama a H, and tell all her business. And the reason why I'm talking like this, when you get off my page, I don't know if you got TikTok, social media, I don't know if he's on YouTube, but there's a young man that's talking about his mama and daddy and grandma them like a dog. And I can guarantee you, just listening to him, because you old school and you listening to what I'm saying, you can understand, like, okay, now, you don't go on too far. It's okay to be mad at your parents. It's okay. It's okay to be mad at your parents. It's okay to tell your parents, I ain't like, because I don't told my mama. We don't sit down and have conversations with our mom, and we tell our mom, like, Mom, you could have did that a little different. And it's okay. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. But listen, what my point is, you can actually tell the fruit by the tree. I'm talking to some of y'all, and y'all get what I'm saying. Cause some of y'all still got that residue of grandma on y'all. Y'all know that at the end of the day, you are the parent and they are the children, and you won't allow them to cross that line of disrespect you on now day of the week. Like I say, there are some men that can't even father their children the correct way, because some moms step in, holler about that's my baby, until that child grow up and disrespect them. Women, women, let that man parent that child. Let him help you. Y'all become good co-parenting. It's now time for the kids that look like me to see their parents getting along. It's time for our kids to see our mothers not as strong and carrying everything and doing everything by herself. It's time for a lot of the men to play the actual role in the house. That's what I'm saying. We sometimes, we don't think that what they're saying is a legitimate argument. Sometimes as parents, we can feel like that's not a legitimate argument, why you shouldn't do this. And sometimes it is. Sometimes if we listen to our kids, we'll sometimes say, oh, okay. And they be like, Mom, this is what I was trying to say. This is what I was trying to say. I listen to my kids, especially my young son. I stand there and I be just listening to what he's saying. And then my response is off of what he said. But my son knows, all my kids, they know at the end of the day, I'm still their mama. I'll come out a bag on them. I will. But I've learned some things from raising my 27-year-old to now my 16-year-old. I look at things totally different because now I get it. I get it. I get that you don't have to cuss kids out. You don't got to cuss them out to talk to them. Some people still cuss their kids out, and they do that because they see their grandma cuss. Then they see their mama cuss. You don't have to cuss these kids out to talk to them. I don't cuss my kids. I just don't. I don't talk to my son like that. I talk to him. I don't have to cuss him out, and that's just me. I don't got to cuss him out to make him listen to me. I can say what I gotta say and mean it and I meant what I said. And don't back down. Because I'm not scared of him. And then I also make sure before I make certain decisions, like I switched his school. Like me as a parent, where I'm at right now, before I switched my son's school, I thought about it, I contemplated about it, I prayed about it, I went back and forth on it because see, I didn't want to switch my son's school, and instead of it helping him, it made him go backwards. And see, some parents would do stuff like off impulse. Oh, I'm taking you out of this school. You can't do that. Not with this generation. This generation of kids, they're not built like us. You got to think before you act. You got to say, okay, is this going to be beneficial to them? But you thinking as a parent, not because you their friend, you thinking because this is in their best interest. And it was the best thing I could have done for my child. And sometimes you know the fruit by the tree. We got to sometimes step out the way and allow them to make some mistakes. Allow them. We got parents don't allow their kids to make no mistakes. We got some parents that would not let their children go through nothing, feel nothing. They don't want them to think too hard. You got it. That's not raising kids. That's why we got so many that they're gonna put your business out there. We got so many kids that gonna go viral because they're gonna record. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about what my mama did. Oh, I'm gonna tell this young man was talking about his mama dealing with celebrities. And I don't know who she is, but he was talking about she was with Ludacris and she was with this person and she was with that person. I can remember her taking me on stage, but you got silver gold teeth. They're gold, they're silver, but he got teeth in his mouth with diamonds on them. But you talk about how your mama used to do this and do that for money. His mama did all those things, but I bet you he ate. His mama did all those things, but she kept a roof over their head. But people don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about, oh, she was wrong. I ain't say she wasn't wrong, but she did the things that she did when she did them because our parents did some things. But how dare you talk about one side, baby? Let's talk about the things that was done and why they were done. The fact that you able to make a video about your mama and your daddy, you was well kept because you up in your right mind and you so intelligent. You know that let me make this video. Pooh Bear, where you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Been asking about you. These kids are so intelligent. They know if I talk about my mama and my dad and my grandma, I'm going to go viral. Nothing wrong with you, baby. But they don't see that side. All they do is see the side of them talking trash about the people that raised them. I'm not saying that is not wrong. I've made mistakes. I can admit it. I don't apologize to my kids. I apologize to my kids one good time. I am not finna walk around here and think I gotta apologize for the rest of my life for the mistakes I made because they gonna make some mistakes as they grow older. And see, that's what we gotta teach our kids. You gonna make some mistakes. You gonna fail. You gonna lose. You ain't gonna always win. We teaching our kids that when some parents got their kids thinking when you cry about something, give it to them. You're going to always be a winner. You're going to always be number one. You're going to always come out on top. You are lying to your children. They ain't always going to win. They ain't going to always be on top. We got kids right now that cry. I'm talking about the little kids. If they're not first, if they raise their hand, their teacher don't call them up first. Oh, she's looking over me. She don't like me. We got kids that think when they lose that it's the end of the world. You going to lose sometimes. You ain't gonna always be in the first. You ain't got to be the first person in the line. You ain't got to be the first one to finish your work in class. You ain't got to be the first one, and it don't mean that you a loser because you lost. You lost today. Some parents making these kids think that this generation of kids are so soft. Back in the days, we went outside. We drunk out the water hose. We played in the yard. We played in the field, big fields. We didn't have no big swimming pools. We didn't go to Disney World, and we were fine. This generation, I've seen when my son played football, the parents act how they act when these coaches yell at their kids. I've seen parents get mad because somebody yelling at their kids. Baby, back in the days when they were playing football at my age, them coaches was cussing them children out. Now, yell at one of these kids. That part. Now, yell at one of these kids. Everybody coming. They mad at, oh, why my child ain't playing? Your child sorry, he don't play good. You can't even say that. You can't do that because these kids are weak. We are raising a bunch of kids that don't even go outside. It's too hot out there. So we keep them inside. They got stations where they can go cool off. Baby, we ain't have no stations where we went to cool off. We went to the playground, to the park. It wasn't no covering. Now they got coverings over. Back in the days, we had a house phone. And when you had a time limit, you get on the phone at 7 o'clock, your sister get on the phone at 8, and your brother get on the phone at 9. Everybody didn't have iPhone 17s back in the days. That part. Baby, by the time them street lights came on, baby, you better be home by the time them street lights come on. You better have your mama looking for you back in the days. Because if them street lights beat you on, all you see was your mama in that belt in her hand, coming down that sidewalk, because you knew everybody. Have you ever got a whooping while you were sweating? I'm just saying, what my old school have you ever got a whooping and you were sweating? Baby, that whooping, them licks hit different when you were sweating. You hear what I say? Tell me, them licks hit different. You sweating and your mama whooping you. You like, man. And listen, we got whoopings that had whelps all over us. We didn't videotape that. We didn't call children and family. We went in there and let our siblings tend to our wounds. Dang, mama hit me with that belt, and now you got a big old whelp on your leg. Baby, we went in there and when we got whoopings, we got our siblings and we licked our own wounds. You feel what I'm saying? We licked our own wounds. You feel what I'm saying? But we've gotten so far away from that. That part. You feel what I'm saying? And if you was raised in a house that daddy did all the whooping, I've been to my friend's house and somebody like they brother or somebody got in trouble, and all you heard when daddy came in that driveway, all you heard was daddy home, and everybody in there knew, oh, Bubba finna get a whooping because daddy home. I wasn't raised in the house with my daddy, but I know I've been around when daddy came home. You feel what I'm saying? When daddy came home, things was different. Because they knew daddy wasn't going to play that. Ebony say I fake sleep. Ebony say I fake sleep. Because when daddy came home, it was different. It was different. Because you know why? Back in the days, daddy was the head. It was God, daddy, and mama. Nowadays, we got so many households. Baby, don't let daddy get you in that shower while you getting a whooping. Have you ever got a whooping and you jumping like you jumping? You jumping, especially in that shower. But that part. But we've gotten away from that. Daddy, we got too many households where mama is the head. Mama got to do the whooping. And the daddy, it's so many homes where single mothers are, where they are the bad cop. Daddy the good cop. Because you go to daddy's house, daddy ain't trying to whoop you. Daddy trying to spend the time with you and send you back home to mama. And mama have to deal with every single thing. And mama is the bad cop and daddy is the good cop. It's no more daddy is the bad, good. He's the one that makes all the decisions. You feel what I'm saying? Daddy is the one that made all the decisions. But so much is changed. So much has changed. So much has changed. You feel what I'm saying? We've gotten away from certain things. That's why the households are the way that they are. But listen, if you like the way your girl get down on these social media platforms and you have not subscribed to me, make sure you are subscribing. If you like the way I get down and you have not followed me on all platforms, follow me on all platforms. I still been going live in the morning, but I've been going to the park walking. I've been going live on TikTok. So if you have not followed me on TikTok, you missing out on all my talks in the morning. You missing out on all my talks in the morning. You understand me? You missing out on all my talks. This morning I had 10,000 people. You're missing out on all my talks because you're not following me. That part. No, if the parents take back the power, give back, parents should not, first of all, the power should never even transfer to the children. You as a parent, you got to take control of your household, of your children, because what you fail to check at your house, you going to see it in front of that judge if you don't take control of your children. Follow me on YouTube at Pretty Brown 43. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Charnetta Pray Hunter. If you like the way I get down, and if you don't like that I'm yelling, don't follow me. You don't like that I be real, don't follow me. If you don't like when I say support your live host, don't follow me. If you don't like having conversations like this and we can be adults, don't follow me. Because I am not upset when somebody don't agree with me. I love the engagement. Baby, YouTube been engaging the whole time. I like the talk back. I like talking back to y'all. I don't mind. But if you think you're going to be rude, I've been blocking all day, y'all. I've been blocking people on YouTube all day because they've been rude. They've been disrespectful. They've been attacking me. They've been saying things, and I'm talking and I'm blocking. I'm talking and I'm blocking. Polling in the building. I'm talking and I'm blocking. But if you like the way I get down, make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you are following. Make sure you get that notification so it allows you to know when I go live. Because I go live when we do this. But today was just one of those days I had to ask, who raised some of y'all? Who raising these kids that want to record everything, that want to post everything, and want to think they right on every corner? As an adult, as a parent, I don't think I'm right. I don't think I know everything. I know I make mistakes. But at the end of the day, I'm still the parent. I'm still the parent. You hear what I say? Still the parent. And we've gotten so far away because, like I say, I'm going to leave y'all with this scripture. Once again, who told Adam and Eve they were naked? Who told them that? It should have you wondering, who told our kids that we were such bad parents, that life is so bad? Who told them that? Imagine that. Can you just imagine who told our kids that? Got them thinking that they've been here before. They can talk to you any kind of way. They can say what they want to say. And you supposed to just sit there and be quiet. Who told them that? But we're going to get ready to pray. Because this Florida weather is really acting up, y'all. Florida weather is Florida weather is really, really, really acting up. It's getting down and through there out that door, y'all. It's lighting, the lights flickering and everything up in here. So listen, with that being said, she said in Ohio too. Genesis 3:11. It's getting down and through there. But we're going to get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins, Lord Jesus. I come to you humbly. Thanking you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over my home, over my husband, over my son. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways. Lord, I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits. Lord, open every door that needs to be open and close every door that needs to be closed. Lord, open the Close the mouths of the enemy, close the mouths of the enemy and close the ears of the prince of the air. If anybody is sick on my live, I'm asking that you heal them from the inside out, because you said by your stripes we are healed. If anybody is weak on my live, pull them close and let them know when we're weak, you're strong. Lord, explain to your people that you can use anybody to get a word across. Lord, have thy own way. Make them the head and not the tail. Make them the lenders and not the borrowers. Make them first and not the last. Lord, make sure you protect their goings and their comings as we leave this live. Lord, give them sweet sleep. Lord, you are all knowing and you know exactly what each person needs. Lord, I'm asking that you create in every parent a clean heart and they understand that it's okay to listen to their children, but it's also okay to be the parent. We're human. We make mistakes. Lord, not wondering what you're going to do, but we thanking you in advance for what you're about to do. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, until the next time, I want you to know that I love you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. Thank you to everybody that was here today.